think about the situation, it's like Busta Rhymes don't really care anymore. What's going on right now is a situation that I gotta pretty much deal with because I see nobody's really talking about it. But see, I could see things that people just ain't tuning into. And one thing I notice is that Busta Rhymes is doing dirt. And everybody's gonna be held accountable. Busta, you think I don't see what you're doing? You think I don't see that you using Marcellus Williams' death to sell albums? So you selling out. So you trying to sacrifice a dead man to pretty much sell your album. Yeah, I can see what you're doing, bro. I know what's going on. And I don't like it. I don't like the fact that you're using a man that allegedly was innocent and put to death, and you took it to social media to act like you care. To act like you care. When you go through your Instagram, you don't see you advocating for nothing concerning that man. You waited until it was time for him to die just so that you can promote your album.
Yo, nigga buy that paper.
Ringo TV.
Yo, nigga buy that paper. Yo, nigga buy that paper. Yo, nigga buy that paper.
Ringo TV.
Yeah. True man, I'm free. I wake up a new episode. I pop out cleaners, keep me up a level though. She talk to me like I'm not me. I get it though. Yeah. I'm so eclectic, on me to the credits roll. Talk down to me, they might have to send medical. I'm out the league, I'm OD, they pathetic though. Look how I move, I'm protected. Shawty so swoon in my presence. The world going through it outside, they unruly, but I keep it cool, they can't press me. I keep it pure with intention. They see what I'm on, ain't no vixen. I might slide through with that top down. I keep it tuned with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid, I don't see a thing about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Yo, nigga about that paper. 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 Hop on a jet, had to switch to the coast. One of a kind, I've been playing that role. They pay me to play me, I needed it for. It's real if I said I meant what I spoke. I'm legend, it's written, I shake up the city. Spin block till I'm dizzy, won't ever go broke. I'm chose, I must like do it a top down. I keep in tune with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid. I don't see a thing about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Yo, nigga about that paper. Yo, nigga about that paper. Yo, nigga about that paper. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Big bag, but I fix the sky, no stress. Can't ground me, I know this since when I had less. Look how far we progress. Lord, I don't see a threat.
You know, when I think about the magnitude of the problem, it's really, really bad. The situation is so bad, I'm surprised nobody can see it. A lot of you are Busta fans. I get it. But the man need to be called out. Because he's dirty right now, fam. That's right. It's something about the dollar bill that a man will sell his soul just to get it. And I could see right through everything Busta did, bro. I could see right through the smoke and mirrors. I could see through it. And I don't like it. And people are blind. They can't see it. I gotta reveal it. I gotta show the people what they can't see. You wrong. You know good and well that that man died and you used his death to promote an album. You use your platform to try to make it seem like you cared. You never spoke for that man. You waited until the man was about to die, knowing good and well it'll bring attention to yourself. And you waited patiently. And now you're busy promoting your album. What happened to promoting awareness for Marcellus? How come when we check your Instagram, you ain't advocating no more for the brother? How come you ain't promoting it no more? Oh, I see. It was all to promote the album, right? Let's take a look at a couple of things, ladies and gentlemen, so that we could get into the content, do what we need to do, right? I'm going to read a couple of things, but let's take a look at what's going on social media so we can understand the magnitude of the problem. Now, Busta Rhymes took it to social media to talk about the situation with Marcellus Williams. And he made this post, and we got to address this publicly. We got to make the people see the real. Because one thing I don't like is when men use their platform when it's only convenient for them. A lot of you may have seen this post by Busta and thought, well, that's a good look. He's using his platform to promote awareness. Nah, this ninja was using his platform to get paid. He used his platform to clout chase off a dying man. Busta, blood is on your hands, bro. See, nobody ain't even thinking about Busta. Now, don't get me wrong. Busta did his thing back in the day. Salute to Busta for all his contributions to hip hop. But you dirty for what you did, bro. I could see right through it. I'm calling it out. So he took it to social media to talk about situation with Marcellus Williams. And it says, we wish we had better news, but as of now, Marcellus Williams is still scheduled to be executed by the state of Missouri tonight at 6 p.m. Get it, people? 6, 6, 6. Right? 6 p.m. Central for a crime he is totally innocent of. Unfortunately, we've been here before. In 2017, Marcellus was 4 hours away from execution, already served his last meal, when his execution was canceled thanks to public outcry from people like you. It's cruel that he's in this position again, but we know that preventing his execution and saving his life is possible. That's why we're asking you not to give up now. It's essential that we use these final hours to keep speaking up. Please continue sharing Marcellus' story far and wide. Every phone call we make, every social media post we create, every text we send to a friend or a family member is making a difference. Don't stop calling. Don't stop sharing. It's not too late to save an innocent life. That's what he posts on his social media. But we all know that Busta didn't write that. We all know that most of these entertainers, they never write anything on their social medias. Their social media pages is nothing more than a business. And there is normally someone else that do all of the promoting, the posting, and the PR moves, and this is what they do. But the interesting thing about this is Busta have an album that he's promoting. And he thought to himself, what better way to promote this album than to bring awareness to Marcellus Williams? If I can do that, I will gather attention to my platform. I will gain the favor of the people. I'll get the likes. They'll look at me as an honorable man. And maybe, just maybe, I can sell a lot of albums, a lot of tapes. I can get paid. And this is what the people behind Busta decided would be good to do. Use a dead man's situation. Use his execution for personal gain. And that's what Busta Rhymes did. Let's listen to what he had to say, right? Let's let this thing play. And we're going to study this information. Now, I came into the comment section, as you can see on the screen, because someone came in and says, this is how you advocate. But Busta Rhymes is not really advocating for anything. He's trying to get paid. So I come in and I understand the situation. I said, Busta made this video to promote music by playing on your emotions. Busta don't care about a dead man. He care about the attention to his music. This is a bad look. And it's like I'm the only one that can see this. But I went a step further. And I noticed that Attorney Crump, the guy that always pop up out of the blue every time someone black get either killed or something happens. He's like the only person in the world that always ready to take the case. Not because he cares about us. He just cares about making money, right? So Attorney Crump comes in and says, thank you, Busta Rhymes, for using your influence, right? You had two other people come in there. Another person says, and thanks for loving and supporting Black Lives Matter. Now, you all know Black Lives Matter, the organization, is corrupt. You understand that they just was in business to make money. It was never about us. It was about making money, right? So I come in and I make it very clear to Attorney Crump. I says, you're a joke if you think this man cared about that man. Just like you don't care about the people, I guess, who you represent. That's a typo. It's all about money. Busta did this to promote music, and I could see through the BS. Now, a lot of people, they don't really have the balls to pretty much say the things that I have to say. But in my line of work, I can't sugarcoat nothing. And when I see people like Crump, who is a criminal, in my humble opinion, who only take cases that deals with black people just for personal gain, he really don't care about victims. Kind of remind me of the Al Sharptons, the Jesse Jacksons, and those type of charlatans, similar to the pulpit pimps you see in these churches. So moving on, let's hear what Busta Rhymes got to say, because I want to talk about that. So let me rewind this back, get the volume up for you. Let's go.
Good day, everybody. This is Busta Rhymes, and I just wanted to do my part in making sure that this story, this news story stays at the top of the news cycle, and that we keep shining a light on this case in Missouri, because a potentially innocent man named Marcellus Williams is scheduled to be executed in a couple of hours. There's new DNA, new evidence, and just a string of just new presentation that are based on facts that confirm that this man is not linked to this crime. And we have to make sure that the courts do their due diligence and just, give this man an opportunity to not only be saved, but to prove his innocence. We're talking about somebody's life here. Like, this is a life of a man that's actually innocent according to the evidence. So this is deeper than just it being this man's life. It's also the facts that are being presented to save this man's life. This is a time-sensitive matter, obviously, being that his execution is scheduled to happen in a couple of hours.
You mean to tell me you decided to go on Instagram when a man is about to die in a couple of hours to make that lame video? You did it for the dollar. That's what you did it for. That's what you did it for. You see, this is the kind of stuff that I got to deal with, because nobody ain't going to deal with it. Nobody ain't going to deal with these topics. I deal with the topics that people are afraid to talk about because, you know, you got a lot of fans of Busta out there. And they ain't going to be too happy about me talking about Busta Rhymes. You know how it go in these streets. But somebody got to talk about the real issues. Just rewind back the tape, because you could tell by the video he's not really sincere.
Time-sensitive matter, obviously, being that his execution is scheduled to happen in a couple of hours. And I don't think that we can afford.
Anytime you see people talking and they start scratching their neck and doing weird stuff, they lying. They're nervous. Do you understand? Look at the background. Look at the backdrop. Look at how he's filming. Come on now. They put him to do this, fam, so that he can sell records, albums, mixtapes, whatever it is he got to sell. This is the agenda. It's not about Marcellus. It's not about advocating for anything. This ninja used his platform, his influence, so that he can sell albums. I don't care what nobody say. If you can't see it, you blind. Let's get back to the tapes.
To take our attention off of this. I encourage everyone to look at this case and just keep putting your best foot forward and keep putting the pressure on the Supreme Court in Missouri to do what's right.
So you want us to put pressure on something that we have no control over. And you did this at the last minute when the man is gonna die in a few hours. I mean, he already gone. But my point is, you made this particular post knowing that he's going to die. But what do you expect us to do? We're not the ones making the laws. We're not the officials. We're not the courts. What are you doing? You did this because you wanted the public to see you as a noble man, as a man that's standing up for your people. Fam, you don't care about Marcellus, bro. All you care about is the fact that nobody was even thinking about you. Nobody was even talking about Busta. Nobody had you in their mind. But until you made this particular clip, that is when everybody started watching your page and everybody started checking you out. And this is what you try to do to make yourself relevant. I can read between the smoke and mirrors, fam, and I can see exactly what you're doing. And my job is to make the people see so that they can judge the situation. Let's get back to the tapes.
At this case, and just keep putting your best foot forward and keep putting the pressure on the Supreme Court in Missouri to do what's right. It's kind of like a duty that we have to ourselves to make sure that if you got a conscience, you at least know that you're doing everything that you can to help save this man, Marcellus Williams.
Wow.
Appreciate y'all and have a blessed day.
So that's all he had to say? Are y'all not seeing the game? Are y'all not seeing the scam? Y'all not seeing the come up? Y'all not seeing how he playing you? Yo, Busta, you a fraud, bro. How you gonna use this man's death, bro? This man was on death row, scheduled to die. You're telling the people that there's a possibility this is an innocent man. But you use his death to promote your album. That's what you did, fam. And I got all the receipts. I got all the proof to show the people that you dirty, fam. There's blood on your hands, Busta. You've been busted. You've been busted, bro. Like there's no way around this, fam. You've been caught. See, the thumbnail says it all. If you look at Busta in the background, the smile, how he's holding his hand, that's a man that only want the cash. And he used Marcellus Williams' story to garner up attention, to himself so that he can be relevant again in hopes to sell music. A lot of these artists, man, their careers is over. I'm just being honest with you. Again, Busta had many contributions to hip hop, to the genre, and we salute him for that. No doubt about that. But at the end of the day, right is right, wrong is wrong. You're wrong for what you did. This is a dead man, and you used him to enrich yourself. That's what you did, man. And I got the proof that you did that. I mean, it's very evident. I could just shut down the stream right now. The people who are viewing, they already done gonna believe. They already could see, because my job is to make sure that I expose the truth. But let's show some receipts. Let's show some receipts, fam. Now, let's look at a couple of things here to understand his connection to Diddy. As you can see by the clip, you have Diddy in the background, the late Aaliyah, the one that they sacrificed. And we have Jennifer Lopez. Now, y'all remember when I tell you that Jennifer Lopez has a connection to Diddy, and she knows about all the freak parties, she knows about the blood sacrifices, she knows about a lot. But if you notice in this particular clip, you see that Diddy pretty much was with all of these particular women. But look who's down below. We have Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes go way back with Diddy. Very, very, very way back. And they had an interesting relationship, a very close, intimate relationship. Not only was Busta Rhymes around Diddy a lot, but he was also at gatherings concerning Diddy. And one particular gathering with Diddy that was very, very interesting, if I may say, was his involvement with the late Biggie Smalls. You see, Busta Rhymes is an interesting character, as we can see by his social medias. This is Busta Rhymes' social medias, right? If you look at his social medias, you can see the dragon in the blue, but you see the Marcellus situation in the mix. So what we have here is a man that is using Marcellus Williams' story to bring attention to himself. Do you understand? That is pretty much the agenda. So now, as we move forward, and you could go to his Instagram and you can verify this for yourself. Like, you could literally go there and scroll and scroll and scroll, and you don't see him addressing anything with Marcellus Williams. You don't see him talking about it at all. Nothing. He waited until the right opportunity so that he can promote music. And that's our job to expose. So as we proceed, this is the updated sections of his social media. As you can see, the video that he made where he was trying to bring us awareness, advocating for the situation with Marcellus, you notice he stopped talking about it. And the next post was the album. And then after that, it's nothing but party posts. You get it? And then he's just promoting that album. Are you not seeing this? And this is what Busta did, y'all. He used the death, the blood of Marcellus Williams to enrich himself. This is what he did. And it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Now, I want you to understand a couple of things that we need to share here, right? Because a lot of people may have not seen my last stream where I was talking about some info that Choke No Joke brought out in an interview that he did, where he revealed the hidden secrets behind the late Biggie Smalls music video, which included Busta Rhymes. In this particular video, the Big Papa music video, the woman that you see on the screen is actually a transgender. And What Choke No Joke brought out is the fact that in the industry, they were pushing this agenda on us. And Biggie, you can see in the music video, pulling up on her, we will say. And if you notice, Busta Rhymes is right next to her as well. So I want you to think about the relationship between Busta Rhymes and Diddy and how these men knew what they were involved with when they shot that video. I warned you. I tried to bring awareness to these situations. I told you the industry is dark. I told you a lot of these guys in the industry that y'all rock with, they're like this. I've been told you this. Nobody don't believe me. What I'm trying to show you is that Busta has always been on the dark side when it comes to dealing with these type of things. As you can see, in this particular clip, we have Busta with an interesting hairstyle, and we have Diddy, and we have Biggie. So when you think about this, these guys were very, very close. And it's very apparent by the arm around the shoulder area that they were close. And I need for you to be aware that Busta's connection to Diddy goes way, way back. And he understands blood sacrifices. He understands the rituals. He understands what is needed to promote, to sell albums. You need death to promote albums. That's the only way you're going to be able to promote albums in the industry. Somebody got to die. So being that Busta realized that Marcellus Williams was going to die, I mean, what better way to sell an album? I got to use death. So he used his death as a sacrifice to garner up sympathy, praise. And when you go to his Instagram, everybody's praising him. Everybody's worshiping Busta right now, saying you did a great job, appreciate you using your platform, but they're blind. They can't see that he uses platform to enrich himself because nobody's talking about Marcellus Williams right now. Nobody cares. Busta's not even talking about him no more. Why? Because he dead. The purpose was already fulfilled. Use his death to sell records. Use his death to clout chase, to promote myself, to promote my music. That was the goal. That was his agenda. And this is something that you have to understand about the dark side of the industry. It all involves death. Again, you can see Diddy and Busta Rhymes' arm around him. And you have Biggie. And as I said before, in the video, Big Papa, both of these men were intermingling with a man. No matter how you see it, no matter how you cut it, no matter how you slice it, Busta and Biggie were feeling up on, lusting after a man. And not only that, they knew. It wasn't like they didn't know and they were deceived. No, they knew, because based on the interview that Choke No Joke did, he talked about the situation. We broke down the video for you to learn. When you're in the industry, guys, there's a lot of dark things you're gonna see. That's if you wanna go through that door. What Choke No Joke brought forth is that there's many baddies in New York. There's many baddies and, many fine sisters out here. So Diddy could have got the finest sister on the block to do that part in the video. But instead, he got her. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you got to ask yourself the question, why would Diddy, a man who want us to believe he's a masculine man, why would he go get a transgender male, right? And deceive us as either teenagers, depending on what your age was back in the day, because a lot of you folks that saw the Big Papa video, you were rocking with the video. But if you can recall the scene in the urinal, the same woman, right, was at the urinal taking a leak. We thought it was just a joke. We thought it was fun and games, but the whole time it was a man. So the question you have to ask yourself is, if Biggie was really a masculine brother that was really into women and women only, why would he subjugate himself to this particular scene knowing good and well that that was a man? Because he already knew it was a man, y'all. Busta knew that was a man. The industry knew that, but they wanted to push the agenda on us so that we can be desensitized to these images. This is why Mr. C, he fell from grace and he had to battle his demons, where he got exposed for entertaining that level of frequency, if you know what I mean, to the point where he was caught driving down to see men. He didn't care. They may look like women, but Mr. C, he was infatuated by this, because in the industry, they have a special appetite for a man. You understand what I mean? You could go to a Diddy party with your woman, and she can have nice breasts, nice wagon, nice behind, legs, everything looking real good, sister looking fine. But when you go to these particular parties, they're not looking at your woman, they're looking at you. You understand what I mean? So now, Diddy had invited Busta to a lot of parties, man. And my personal opinion is that Busta pretty much came forward on social media to advocate for Marcellus Williams, not just to sell albums, but it goes deeper than that. He did that as a distraction because he know on social media everybody's cooking Diddy right now, and he know his name is going to be brought into the mix. So if he can get that attention off himself, if he could get that attention off of the Diddy situation and focus on, hey, we all need to help out the situation where Marcellus, trying to brainwash us into focusing on Marcellus, it will make us not think about him. So what do you think he's doing? He's moving the goalposts. He's trying to avoid accountability. He's trying to make the public look at him as a noble man, a man of honor, a man who is advocating for something right. And this is why you had so many people in his comment section telling him, wow, man, you really using your platform for something good, man. We really appreciate what you're doing, Busta. You think Busta wrote this? Busta did not write this post. Busta did not write this post. Half of these rappers don't even know how to read or write, and that is a fact. And I'm not saying that Busta don't know how to read or write. My point is, these guys don't make these posts. If you think rappers are coming on social media to make posts like this, think again. These posts are designed to make you think that these rappers are using their pages to bring awareness to a situation. No, you have people that are hired to do a job, and their job is to run these platforms. Their job is to run their social medias, their YouTubes, their Instagrams, their Twitters, and Facebooks. None of these rappers actually push the buttons on these pages. It's not their job to do that. Do you really think that Busta is going to come online to promote his album by himself? No, somebody's paid to do that. They have people that run the websites, people that run the social medias. Their job is to find the clips and the videos and upload and keep the people inspired and keep the people informed. That is what social media is about. Busta is not doing that job. He's in the studio. He's traveling. He's moving and shaking. That's what he's doing. But they basically put him on and said, look, fam, we got a great idea for you to promote the new album. What do you want me to do? Well, this is what we're going to do. You know the Marcellus Williams guy? Yeah, I know. Okay, we're going to use his death. I know it's bad, I know. But if we can make you look good as an advocate for some sort of Black Lives Matter type stuff, it's going to help in, I guess, making sure that people learn about the situation, and they're going to look at you as a good man. And because of that, you're going to be able to sell a lot of albums, a lot of records, whatever the situation is. You're going to do pretty well because no other rapper is doing it. No other celebrity is using their platform to promote or bring awareness to Marcellus Williams. So if we could get you, Busta, to do this, you will be relevant. People will learn about you again. We'll spark interest in the hearts of the people. It's all marketing, ladies and gentlemen. You got to understand show business. And this is what they did. So we're going to read this thing again just to kind of give you an understanding that Busta Rhymes did not write this. It says, "We wish we had better news." What do you mean, we? Who's we? See, right there, that's a red flag. See, one thing I know, and I'm very thankful of my old teachers from back in the day when I was in middle school, Miss Honadale. I don't know if she's alive, but, you know, I really appreciate that teacher. That teacher taught me a lot. One thing she taught me is how to read to understand. I don't know if any of you've been taught that from a teacher back in the day. There's a difference between reading, right, and reading to understand. You can read something, but reading it to understand, that goes to another level. And that teacher taught me that back in the day, and I really appreciate her. So when I look at this, it's very evident and clear that Busta Rhymes did not write this. We wish we had better news. So we already know he didn't write it. But cancels out everything that was previously said. But as of now, Marcellus Williams is still scheduled to be executed by the state of Missouri tonight at 6 p.m. Central for a crime he is totally innocent of. Now, for a crime he is totally innocent of. Well, if he's innocent, why are they executing him? And why aren't many more people advocating for these issues other than Busta Rhymes? Primarily P.Diddy. I mean, with his money and everything else and influence, you would think that he would be doing that, right? So you have to really think about what's going on here. What's really happening? This is promotion for the album, ladies and gentlemen. So it goes on and it says, "Unfortunately, we've been here before. In 2017, Marcellus was 4 hours away from execution, already served his last meal, when his execution was canceled thanks to public outcry from people like you. It's cruel that he's in this position again." Now think about the writing. It's cruel that he's in this position again. You have to think about what's going on here and who's doing this writing and for what. Because why now? Why at the last minute? Why when the man is about to die, these posts are being made? How come this wasn't done months ago? Come on now. Why wasn't it done months ago? Nobody don't want to answer that question because it was all business. It's cruel that he's in this position again, but we know that preventing his execution and saving his life is possible. How could it be possible, ladies and gentlemen? How could it be possible if when they made this post, he only had a few hours left to live? How could it be possible for us to save his life? We're not the movers and shakers. We can't stop nothing. We can't push a button. They already decided this is it. He gots to go. Do you understand me? So being that Busta and his team knew this, they used this opportunity to capitalize in order to sell records, right? So it goes on, it says, "But we know that preventing his execution and saving his life is possible. That's why we're asking you not to give up. Not to give up now. It's essential that we use these final hours to keep speaking up." But now you have to think about this. Is Busta Rhymes speaking up right now? Of course not, because the man is dead. So now it's business as usual. And this is how it goes with everything in life. If you were to die today, the 9 to 5 where you work, they're going to forget about you. It's business as usual. They're going to replace you with someone else. And it'll be business as usual. You'll have a couple of people that might feel for you, but it is what it is. We'll find somebody new. And that's pretty much how it is in this world. It's really sad, it's really cruel, but it is what it is. Now, it goes on and it says, please continue sharing Marcellus' story far and wide. Is Busta Rhymes doing that right now? No, he's sharing his album. He's not continuing to share the story. That's a red flag. He says, every phone call we make, every social media post we create, every text we send to a friend or family member is making a difference. Is Busta Rhymes doing that right now? Yes or no? Busta Rhymes is not doing that. Busta Rhymes is promoting his album. It goes on and it says, don't stop calling. Don't stop sharing. It's not too late to save an innocent life. Again, they're playing on the emotions of the people because they know a lot of our people are very emotional. So when we hear about a man possibly losing his life and we see that Busta Rhymes is using his platform, automatically we're going to salute him. But see, that's the problem. That's the problem with social media. It's so dangerous. People can do things and make themselves look like they're an advocate for truth and honor, and it's all a play to get paid. And that's exactly what this is, ladies and gentlemen. He used his platform to promote his album. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And when I saw this, I had to go on the platform to pretty much speak my mind. And I had to let these people know that Busta made this video to promote music by playing on your emotions. Busta don't care about a dead man. He care about the attention to his music. This is a bad look. Because all throughout his platform, they're praising him as a hero, not realizing this is just a publicity stunt to get records sold. That's all it is, people. And I even had a few words for Attorney Crump to let him know that he's a joke, because he come in there to further praise Busta Rhymes. Why? Because Crump is probably most likely working with the family of Marcellus. I don't know because I'm not following these people, but we all know how Attorney Crump goes. He's always where black people is. Anytime there's a black man or a black woman that's going through some sort of loss, death, wrongful death, whatever the police shooting, you name it, you will see Crump over there to get paid. So he comes in right away to thank Busta Rhymes for using his influence. See, all of these people are clout chasers. So I had to let Mr. Crump know, you're a joke if you think this man cared about that man. Just like you don't care about the people who you represent. It's all about money. Busta did this to promote music, and I could see through the BS. And that's a fact. It's a fact, people. Listen.
Good day, everybody. This is Busta Rhymes, and I just wanted to do my part in making sure that this story, this news story stays at the top of the news cycle, and that we keep shining a light on this case in Missouri.
Why he's not looking in the camera? People, when someone is advocating for something this serious, he should be looking in the camera, eye to eye with you, the people. If you look at Busta Rhymes, he's not looking in the camera. He's looking at a teleprompter. He's looking at something that he's reading, and he's jittering, and he's moving around, and he's not focused.
Because a potentially innocent man named Marcellus Williams is scheduled to be executed in a couple of hours.
He's literally reading from something, ladies and gentlemen. He's not speaking from the soul. He's not speaking from the heart. When a man is speaking from the heart, he don't have to look down. You don't have to look to the left. You don't have to look to the right. You're not going to see him holding his hand, touching his ears, doing all of that funny stuff. When you look at Busta, he's showing all the body language of a man who is literally being told he got to do this because of record sales. Let's go.
There's new DNA, new evidence, and just a string of just new presentation that based on facts that confirm that this man is not linked to this crime.
And where is Busta Rhymes getting this information from? And who is paying him to do this? These are the things that you all have to examine. You all have to look at this and make sense of it. Why exactly is he doing this? And why he don't seem genuine and organic? His messaging, his verbal, talks doesn't correlate with a man who is sincere. It sounds staged. It sounds rehearsed. It sounds like someone who did this recording multiple times. And they finally said, you know what? This one sounds a little more convincing. Convincing to those that may not have the ear to hear. For me, when I look at this tape, I can see a man who is nervous. I can see a man who is not sincere. A man who doesn't believe a word he said. This is what I pretty much can see. Right? Let's go.
And we have to make sure that the courts do their due diligence and just, give this man an opportunity to not only be saved, but to prove his innocence. We're talking about somebody's life here. Like, this is.
Notice how he's like, this is, but notice the pyramid sign. Notice that. You see what I mean? Notice the pyramid sign, people. Paying homage to the elite, letting them know I'm doing my part to bring awareness so that I can sell this album. And I'm going to use the blood sacrifice of an innocent man. You see, Marcellus Williams was blood sacrificed. This is what a lot of folks don't understand, right? I may have to do another video about it. But he was blood sacrificed because the man is allegedly innocent and they know, but they need a soul for a sacrifice. Anytime albums get released, I talk about this all the time in videos that I've done many times. When you release albums, when you're in the industry, you have to offer up a blood sacrifice. Somebody has to die. Same thing in the movie industry. Anytime a new movie release, if you do your due diligence and research, somebody always die in the making of a movie. Do your research. Do your research of all the big major films. Somebody always die before a movie is released. Back in the days, blood sacrifices was made all the time. Every time an album is about to drop, somebody got to die. They got to offer blood to Satan. They got to go into certain dark rooms and say certain prayers to the devil. They have to do certain rituals in order to make the money. This is why P.Diddy is in all the trouble he's in right now. I told you this, I'm going to say it again and again. Diddy was supposed to offer up his youngest child as a sacrifice, y'all. His last blood sacrifice was Kim Porter. A lot of his kids are upset about that. They don't like the fact that people talking about Kim Porter, but y'all have to understand something. Diddy blood sacrificed her. And the youngest child was supposed to be blood sacrificed. And because he didn't do it, that's why he's having all these problems right now. You understand? That's why various companies don't do business with him no more. Even if all of this was to go away, Diddy's life is over at this point. He's literally a dead man walking. Do you understand? He's already gone. He's living. He's the living dead right now. He can never recover from this and go back to a normal life, doing music, doing business. Nobody's gonna ever buy anything from Diddy anymore. Do you understand? So what Busta's trying to do is use this situation as a distraction so that he can pay his respects and homage to the beast in hopes to get a pass to avoid any sort of accountability and connection to Diddy in this indictment, the freak parties, and so forth. That's what he's doing here. He hopes that you just don't see. But as you can see, he's making that pyramid know to the people in whom he worked for.
This is a life of a man that's actually innocent according to the evidence. So this is deeper than just it being this man's life. It's also the facts that are being presented to save this man's life.
Do Busta seem like he really care about this man? Not at all. When you look at body language, you could tell he don't give a damn about this man. He's just doing what needs to be done in order to have that public perception of a noble man. It's just like if I come out and I do something like this, right? Let's say you got 600 people viewing right now, right? Let's say I came online and I do this. You know, I really appreciate all of you tuning in. I love each and every one of you. I pray that you all have success and prosper in everything that you do. And no matter what you're going through, just know from the bottom of my heart, I love each and every one of you. I appreciate the time that you spend watching my content. But I don't really mean it from the heart, people. You see how that works? But see, if I did that, I can gaslight you, I can sauce you up, I can love bomb you and make you like me. You see how that works? You have to understand the art of social media and how people will gaslight you, love bomb you in hopes to tap into your emotions so that you can like them. They do it all the time. And before you know it, you giving them certain respect that they don't even deserve. And this is why you got to know the difference between when someone is authentic and organic versus being fake. And what I see from Busta is a man who is fake. He's not real. He's just doing what he got to do to earn that dollar.
This is a time-sensitive matter, obviously, being that his execution is scheduled to happen in a couple of hours.
Imagine that. He's telling you this in a couple of hours. He posts this video, y'all, knowing that Marcellus Williams is going to die. He's going to be executed in a couple of hours. What did he expect us, the people, to do? Like, what are we going to do? It's already scheduled. He did this to promote himself, y'all, to look like he's advocating for this man in whom he don't even care for. But this is how the world is, fam. This is why I hope that when you watch my content, you're able to understand the mind of people and the demonic energy that spew from them. It's all for the almighty dollar. There's nothing wrong with making money. We all need money to survive in the world. But this is dirty, man. That man was innocent and he was blood sacrificed, and Busta benefited from it. So now anybody that's buying Busta's music because they saw what he did concerning the Marcellus Williams situation, there's blood on his hands. There's blood on his hands right now.
And I don't think that we can afford to take our attention off of this.
You see that? I don't think we could afford to take our attention off of this. Look at the hands, people. You see his hands? See how he crossed his hands? How he's holding and palming his hands? That's a sign of when you're nervous. You have to understand the art of reading body language. The body language of people tell you everything. Facial expressions, the background, the choice places in which they do these recordings. It don't seem natural. It's not organic. It doesn't make sense. Even the clothing they wear. All of these things have subliminal meanings. If you put it all together, we can literally say that, well, the top that he's wearing is actually pyramids. We can look at it, it look like a diamond shape, but we can literally say, no, those are pyramids. We can literally say that he's representing the pyramid right now. Why? Because when you look at the red on the shirt, it's inside of the green. It's separated by black. That's a pyramid. Then you have an upside down pyramid. Then he throws up the pyramid. So in all, this man is paying homage to the elite. They do this all the time. They wear certain attire when they do these particular rituals, and they have to do it according to plan. I am 100% certain Busta recorded this video multiple times, and then they finally said, you know what? We like this one. This is the best one.
I encourage everyone to look at this case and just keep putting your best foot forward and keep putting the pressure on the Supreme Court in Missouri to do what's right.
Look at the way he's moving, guys. Let's rewind that back. Look at the body language.
It's kind of like a duty that we have to ourselves to make sure that if you got a conscience, you at least know that you're doing everything that you can to help save this man, Marcellus Williams.
So what about all the innocent black men that have died in Brooklyn, Busta? What about all the innocent black women that have died at the hands of a demon policeman? Where were you to advocate for those issues? Why now? Where's your track record? Where's your track record of advocating for innocent lives? All of a sudden, you want to advocate for this man? Why? Because you're trying to sell CDs and albums and mixtapes. That's why. You're not doing it from the heart. You're not doing it from the heart. I can read your body language. Look how he moving. Look.
At least know that you're doing everything that you can to help save this man, Marcellus Williams. Appreciate y'all and have a blessed day.
That's all you got to say. Appreciate y'all. Have a blessed day. That's it. Appreciate y'all. Have a blessed day. Really? Why you ain't promoting him no more? How come you ain't advocating for him no more? It's like you just promoting your CDs, your albums, your downloads. You don't care about Marcellus, fam. Come on, stop it. You just did what you had to do to promote your album dropping. Because when you go to his Instagram, right at the top, it tells you the album is out now. Get the album. That's what it was all about the whole time. So if you people think that Busta Rhymes was really advocating for Marcellus Williams, think again. It was all a play to promote his music. It's really sad. It's disgusting to say the least. And like I said, Busta Rhymes, he's a legend in the game. Ain't no doubt about that. You can't take that away from him. But this is dirty work right here, fam. We would expect you to do better. And to do this is a shame. It just goes to show how low people will go in order to, I guess, make money. Because nobody was thinking about Busta. He wasn't relevant. It's like nobody really talking about him. So he said, you know what? I gotta do something that's gonna make me stand out. So if I could do this, the people, they'll like me. And this is why, as people, man, we gotta really judge people the right way. We just can't take stuff that they say. No, there needs to be a track record of men or women advocating for these particular things all the time. Not one time, all the time. You're supposed to see a track record of them doing these things. He didn't do this a month ago. Why now? Come on, man. He did this recently because he knew the man was going to be executed. Blood sacrifice. And how convenient. He gets to make money and get the praise of men. So now everybody that look at his social media, they're going to see what he did and they're going to say, wow, Busta, out of all these rappers, you're the only one who used your platform for something positive. Telling you, man, I don't know how could people just believe jokes, but I don't believe it. So I want you to understand that, and I want you to understand the history behind Busta Rhymes is that he done some dirt, fam. Not only did he do dirt with this situation, but he have a lot of dirt in connection with Diddy. A lot. And he don't want your mind to even bring up his name in any connection with Diddy. But as I said, from his social media, he was not talking about Marcellus Williams at all. He was promoting his album while talking about him. And then after the man is dead, right after he did that video advocating for that man, if you notice at the middle of the bottom of the screen, you have his video, then you have his album being promoted. And then from there, it's nothing but promotion for albums. This is sad. This is how disgusting the industry is, y'all. This is how disgusting it is. But see, these guys go way back. These guys go way, way back. All the way to the Big Papa video. Busta, you got to explain to us, the people, how is it that you, as a man, was in the Big Papa video, right? And you were literally up on a man. And then Biggie moved other men out of the way in order for him to creep up from behind. You remember when Biggie said that in the lyrics? I'm gonna creep up from behind. Ask you what your interests are, who you be with, things that make you smile, what numbers to dial. You gonna be here for a while? You remember that? So Biggie did that for a man. It's sad, y'all. I know Biggie was talented, but there's some dark stories that I don't understand about these streets, fam. There's some things about Biggie and Diddy that y'all don't know about. Some real interesting stuff. So now, if all of these brothers was in this music video, dancing with, feeling up on a man, what does that say about the industry? What does that say about Busta? Busta knew that was a man. You can't tell me you didn't know. So what are you gonna say for yourself on this situation, Busta? What are you gonna say? Like, how do you respond to this? And again, salute to Choke No Joke, fam, for bringing forth information, because like I said, when that video came out, a lot of us was younger. You know what I'm saying? I'm 47 years young. So if you think about when that video came out, how old I was back then, a lot of us wasn't thinking about, oh, that's a dude, or, oh, that's a this. And we weren't thinking about these things, especially when it had the scene with the urinal. We thought that was just a female just kind of playing a part in a video, you know, doing something funny. But now that you think about it, it's just crazy, because not only was Busta affected, but even LL. Because if you go back and you watch my previous streams where we talked about these issues, LL was in a video with the same woman, right? LL. Yeah, that's right. The great LL Cool J. So they all was down and all riding dirty. So when you think about this, man, this industry is satanic. This industry is evil, man. And a lot of these rappers been bought and paid for by the elite to desensitize and traumatize the viewer and listener into engaging in unorthodox activity. You understand? Think about that video, Big Papa. Go watch that video after the stream and look for yourself and consider what's going on. Think about what's happening here. What was Diddy thinking? What was he doing? What was the message he was trying to give us brothers? That it's okay to be with a man, as long as he looked good. That's what Diddy was trying to promote. And Busta was a part of it. Biggie was a part of it. Many other rappers that were in that video was a part of it. This is why Mr. C fell from grace. And, you know, he ended up losing everything, even himself. You know, and it's just really unfortunate that this happened. There's only but a few rappers that didn't sell out. You know, DMX, he never sold out. You know, he just had a problem with drugs. And if you know anything about drugs, man, it ain't no joke. DMX was official. He ain't sell out, fam. He knew about the system. That's why they took him out. And the crazy thing is, when he talked about his story on how he got hooked on drugs, it was because of a friend in whom he trusted in, and they laced up his, I think they laced up his weed or something with some sort of drugs, and he became addicted on that mess, and it just ruined his life. And then when he got into the industry, they further abused him more and made him look like he crazy. But the man was never crazy, fam. If you listen to DMX music and you really study his body of work, the man had a message and talent. But this is how the industry is. It'll break a man down. And even though the man was on drugs and messed up, he still was smart enough to see the demon in the industry. So now what if DMX was never on no sort of drug? You know, a lot of rappers that got taken out, believe it or not, it was because they didn't want to fall in line with the system. It ain't just a coincidence that a lot of certain rappers just got killed. A lot of rappers got killed because they didn't want to play along. Some were blood sacrificed because of certain reasons, but for the most part, the ones that are still remaining today is because they kept the rituals going. That's why they were able to last so many years. Because hip hop is really designed to kill the black man. You know, it really is. It was never really designed to have all of us brothers prospering and living good. It was really so that we could destroy one another. That's what it was really meant. Because when brothers on the block started rapping, they were just rapping about the issues they were going through to bring awareness to the struggle. And then once we realized, yo, we can make money with this, we got some talent, we can get out the hood, the record labels saw us as a dollar bill, y'all, and they began to capitalize off of our talent and stories. And then they started to modify what we can and can't say. We need you to rap about guns. We need you to rap about drugs. But I don't want to rap about drugs, bro. Like, I live around drugs. My mom is on drugs. I don't want to rap about drugs. Well, if people want to hear you rap about drugs, so rap about it. You want this contract, right? Yeah, I need to eat, bro. Like, I need money. Okay, rap about drugs. Rap about guns. Matter of fact, we're going to put guns in your videos. We're going to make you shoot your own brothers. I don't want to do that. That's not cool. We need for you to do that. It'll sell records. People want to see a gangster. So what do? We put it in music videos. The youth start to see black men killing black men. So now the youth feel, okay, it's cool to kill another black man. It's cool to put a bullet in his head. It's all right. Started from the music, fam. That's where it started from the music. I mean, Biggie said he's ready to die. That's what he said. Biggie said he's ready to die. Right or wrong? In his own music, he said, I'm ready to die. And that's exactly what happened. He said, I don't want to go to heaven where the goody goodies are. He said he want to go to hell so he can get some head. Where do you think Biggie at right now? You think he in heaven? Nah. You already paid the price, fam. So, as we close, I want you to know, Busta, man, you're dirty. And you got blood on your hands, fam. You need to repent, get right with the Most High. You got blood money. And you need to apologize to Marcellus Williams' family for capitalizing off of his death by trying to act like you're bringing awareness to a situation when you're just trying to promote your album. I can see through your BS. I'm calling you out. Somebody's going to get this video to you. You're going to see this. You're probably watching right now because a lot of you rappers, you watch me in the clouds. It's not going to go well for you because karma is going to pay you a visit for doing this level of evil. It's an evil thing to use a man's death to profit. It's an evil thing to take a man's life and use it for your own benefit, as if though you're advocating for some sort of justice. You're wrong. You're wrong on all accounts. You're wrong. You're wrong for what you've done. And I'm the only one calling you out. Ain't that something? It goes to show that the people are not seeing. That being said, I'm gonna get up on out of here. Y'all be safe. Do what y'all need to do. And we'll be back with another video later on. So peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. I'm gonna pretty much go take care of some business. Those of you that watched the video with me and my wife, we will have part 2 uploaded later. We already had it recorded, but I didn't upload it because of situations with my computer, but I pretty much gonna upload it later for you, right? We'll have more content later on. Y'all stay safe out there. Do what y'all need to do. Peace and blessings to everybody. Is the video playing good? I wanna know, because on my end, the screen is stuck. So I don't even know if it's even playing, to be honest. I don't even know if we still live. I don't know, but put a 1 in the chat if we still live on your end, because I don't know, right? I really don't. But we're gonna get up on out of here, do what we need to do, and that's about it. So I think I done my job. So RIP to Marcellus Williams. Condolences to his family. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate that Busta Rhymes used, I don't know if he's a father. I don't know if he got kids. I don't know. But he's somebody's brother, somebody's uncle, probably somebody's father. And Busta used him to capitalize and earn $1. And it's unfortunate. So that being said, I hope that this video was educational and made you understand a few things that I can see. And hopefully people will let Busta know that he's wrong. If anything, what Busta should have did is the proceeds, the money that he earned from that album, he should have gave that to the family of Marcellus Williams, because you used them to earn $1. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Ringo TV Reactions, the #1 reactionary channel on YouTube, hands down. You already done know what it is. I'll catch you all in the next stream. Y'all be safe out there. I'm out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and